To learn the good, the bad, and the reality of the off-grid lifestyle, click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Hit the bell notification. So the big day is here. We're getting ready to pack up all the things that we've bought and built. Gonna try to get it onto the camper, and we're gonna go down to our property, I think tomorrow. Now, in a recent video, I told you that we were gonna leave on Thursday. Today is Monday. It's supposed to be raining right now. I've been trying to do everything around the weather because I don't want to get stuck in Mom's yard and tear up her yard any worse than I've already done. So I've been waiting for it to dry out. Also, when we get down there, you know, the property hasn't been maintained for years. So of course, I don't want to get stuck down there either. And so I was waiting for a dry spell. Well, it looks like the forecast, this is going to be the coldest day in the next, I don't know, 10 days or so. Thought we'd go ahead and get it started. What I got to do today is I got to load everything up. And that is kind of a concern to me. The truck is almost at capacity right now as far as weight limitations. I think the weight limitation, don't quote me, I don't know, 1,100 pounds, 1,400 pounds is what I can put on it. And with the camper and the battery and, you know, our clothes and refrigerator and everything, we can hold 8 buckets of water, and then we're at capacity. So we're going to go down there without any water. Actually, we're just going to go down with 1 bucket of water, which means when we get down there, we got to immediately start working on the well. So that's going to be the first thing we do when we get down there. I got to get that down there. That's the base to the camper. So when we get down there, we're going to take the camper off the truck and set it on that base. Well, I don't know how much that weighs, 50, 100 pounds, a substantial amount of weight. I'm going to have to take the solar panels off. I got 8 solar panels. Those are 16 pounds a piece. So what is that? That's probably, I don't know, 130 pounds. So, you know, we're up to 200, 300 pounds already just with some of the supplies. The well pump is probably another 50 to 100 pounds, 75 pounds. I don't know. All the plumbing underneath there, we got to get packed up. So this is a huge concern to me. And the first thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to climb up there and detach the solar panels. Now, I've only put them up there temporarily just to test them out. They seem to be working pretty good. I don't feel like I'm getting all the amps out of them that I should be. So as I disconnect them, I'm going to test each individual solar panel to make sure that they're all producing similar results. And if there's a loose connection on them, I can fix that. And that way, when I hook them up down there, I can just let them go for eternity, 20 years, 25 years, however long they last, without ever having to worry about them again. Except in storms, of course, and I'll have to protect them. But that's what I want to do. I just want to set them up one time and be done with it. So I want to make sure they're perfect. The problem with the solar panels is if one of them isn't functioning correctly, there's really no way to tell which one it is unless you take them all off the system and test them individually. It's the only way I know how to do it. I mean, some expert might know a better way. Or, you know, they're not on an angle, so it just may not be producing the amps I need. Well, my next step is to kind of disassemble this. This is the base to the truck. So I'm going to take the walls off. We'll just put those in the camper. And then I'm going to take a ladder and I'm going to lean it up against the truck. And I'm going to try to get the ladder to come all the way down, and I'm going to try to slide that up onto the top of the camper. And then I'm going to have Carolyn on the other side with the rope wrapped around something. As I push it up, she'll pull the rope. And that way, if it slips, it won't slip on top of me. It'll just hit that rope. It'll stop, and without giving her any extra strain. If we have it wrapped around like a tire of the other side of the truck or something, the tire will do all the work. Now, of course, we're still going to be sleeping in this tonight, so in the morning, that's when I'll pack the inside. I'll put the solar panels inside, and I mean, look at all this junk that I got to take with us. I mean, it's just full of stuff. I got 2 extra solar panels, the well pump, a saw, this wire. Who knows how heavy that wire is? There's just a lot of weight. Like I said, we'll get up in the morning, and we'll put what we can inside the camper. So I'm pretty much pre-staging everything today. And then tomorrow we'll just put it all in the camper. And we're gonna go down to Home Depot and we're gonna buy 3 sheets of this Coroplast. Just real quick again, the camper is made out 2x2s. It weighs about 250 pounds. It's not that heavy. And what we're going to do is we're going to lift it up off the truck with some jacks. We're going to put jack stands here. I'll show you when we do it. We'll put some boards here, and then we'll pull the truck out, and then we'll just lower it down a little bit at a time with the jack. We'll always have the cab over hanging over the tailgate area. That way if it falls on the truck and won't hurt me or Carolyn. And so we'll get some Coroplast. I'm going to put it on the walls of the base, and then that'll give us the floor to our camper, because right now the truck bed is our floor. Carolyn had a really good idea. Instead of attaching the walls to the base, as we lower it, we'll attach the walls to the camper, and then we can just put the base right on the ground and lower the camper with the walls down until the walls hit the base. It'll be a lot safer. That way, if it does fall, again, we got another area of protection. So after we go to Home Depot, then we'll go to the property, and we'll just offload the truck real quick. Don't know how much we'll get done, but we'll offload the truck, get the solar panels out, and then I'll give you a tour of the property. I know a lot of people want to see the tour of the property, so hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to give you a video of the property. Then on Wednesday, I'm going to install the well. I think the well is the most important first step to do. You got to get the well installed, because we've got to have water. And if something fails and the well doesn't work, then we still have the camper on the truck. We can come back up here, hang out until we get the well replaced or figure out what we're going to do. But if we take the camper off and then the well doesn't work, then, you know, we're stuck there living in our camper until we can figure out how to get the well fixed. Which means we got to haul water. We got to find some place to haul water. It would be really complicated if we didn't put the well in first and it didn't work. Not only that, I'd like to have water, you know, to be able to take showers and keep clean, because we're going to be working pretty hard, probably sweating. So I think all that's important. On Thursday, we'll take the camper off, and I feel like that should go pretty smoothly. I already kind of talked about how we're going to take it off. I think the details are going to be a problem. You know, I got to put the Coroplast on. I got to get the floor covered in Coroplast. I got to drill a hole for the shower drain. If things go well to taking the camper off, that particular day, I will go ahead and install the solar panels. That shouldn't be a hard step to do. I mean, I just running some wire and send it up. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. If I don't get it all done, then I can wait until Friday? I think I'm on Friday now. And we'll do it then. Now, one of the issues that I'm going to run into is I don't have enough batteries. I'd like to have 3 batteries. Right now I got 2, 1 in the camper, and then the truck has the other battery. So I basically have 1.5 batteries is what I have. Well, when I take the truck off, I will no longer have that battery attached to the house, so that means I only have 1 battery. So we're going to have to go and get some more batteries. I don't know how fast we'll be able to actually go do that, and I don't want to do it now while the camper is on, because those batteries are about 80 pounds a piece. And so there's another 160 pounds on my little 4-cylinder truck that I got to carry, you know, additional weight, including all the other stuff that we have to carry. I mean, the truck's going to be overloaded. That is absolutely clear to me. And we got about 200 miles to drive. You know, we're going to have to go slow. Unfortunately, I got to take highway on some of this. So I'm going to be driving slow on the highway, upsetting the truckers. It's not going to be a fun day driving. But once we're done and everything's down there, then I don't have to worry about it anymore. I will be so thankful to get this camper off the truck. It has stressed me how much strain I've put on this truck. It's done a really good job. It's never had any problems other than when the mice ate the wiring underneath the hood. It's never had a problem. It's always pulled it. Winds in New Mexico, winds in Texas, it seems to barrel through. I never force it to go faster than 55 miles an hour. You know, I always try to baby the thing. But it's just such a limitation. It's like I now know what it feels like to be a turtle, having to carry your house around everywhere you go. And then you're always worried that something's gonna fall off of it or break, and it's a big mess. The other day we was running out of town, and somebody starts beating on their horn and honking at me. And I'm like, man, what's wrong? And he's pointing. So I immediately pull over and jump out of the truck, and I'm looking. I mean, that's the first thing I thought was the camper's falling off the truck. And it was a subscriber who recognized us, so of course I got to meet a subscriber. I mean, that was the first fear. It wasn't, oh, look, probably a subscriber. No, it was my camper is falling off the truck. It's just been a big stress, so I'm going to be very relieved to get it off the truck. So I suspect, if everything goes as planned, that we will be fully off-grid, sustaining life like we intend to do for the rest of our lives by Friday. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.